Welcome back, friends. I'm real excited because today we have a brand new item just hitting the market today. So this is the Drill Doctor, which I reviewed one before on my channel about a year and a half ago, but it's also paired with the Work Sharp Sharpener. So let's get into this video and take a closer look. So the Work Sharp knife and tool sharpeners and the Drill Doctor are both different names, but under the same company. They have been prolific in making knife and tool sharpeners for over 40 years now. So if you go on Amazon and check some reviews on all their tools, you'll see that they get really high ratings. So I recommend you check them out. So today I'm really excited because we're going to test out their Drill Doctor and their knife sharpener too. So this is all in one unit. So let's first take a look inside. All right, so I've had this out of the box for a little bit, testing it out already. And this is the setup for sharpening knives. If you want to take this off right here, you can replace it with this one right here that it comes with. So if you want to sharpen your scissors, or if you want to sharpen your hatchet right here, or like a small axe, that's a 35 degree, and this is a 65 degree. And then if you can see inside here, there's like a little drum right there, like a sanding drum. So that is what sharpens your drill bits. So there's a really great video that explains how to sharpen drill bits that I'm going to have a link to down below. And that's by the Drill Doctor company. So this is the item that you use. This is like the sleeve that you lock your drill bit into. And then it goes in here, and then you twist it to do your sharpening. So you'll hear like a little grinding sound when you turn this. And when the grinding sound goes away, then you know that it's filed everything off and it's completely sharp and ready to go. So I'll show you, I'll do one quick demonstration on this, but as I mentioned, check out that other video link that I have down below. So if you can see right here, there is a flexible sanding disc. So this is replaceable, and that is what sharpens your blades. I don't know if you can see the purple right in here. That's where the axe is going to rest up against it. And right here is where the scissors will rest up against it. So I'm not going to get to the scissors today, but just so you know that it is capable of doing that. What we're going to do right now is start out by sharpening a knife. So we're going to put this one on there. This is the knife guide. So I think most knives are going to have where you sharpen them on both sides. There are some knives that you might find where you only sharpen it from one side, so you can do that with this. This is a knife that I typically use just for slicing lemons. It's kind of funny, I started drinking iced tea a couple years ago. I'm not sure why, it just was really refreshing, and I like to have a slice of lemon in it. So one way that I've seen, just a way to get an idea how sharp a knife is to just kind of rub it against your fingernail. So if it, like your thumbnail, so you have to be careful you don't cut your skin or anything, but if it bites in, you just gently do it. If it bites into your nail, then you know the knife is sharp. But if it's dull, it's going to just kind of slide off your nail. So you may have heard the statement that a dull knife is more dangerous than a sharp knife. I kind of had a hard time believing that at first, but now I definitely believe it. And maybe not so much on lemons, but you could, like sometimes trying to slice that lemon, if you have a really dull knife and it's not going in and you're trying to push it kind of hard, it could slide off that. And if your hands are nearby, it could be kind of dangerous. Another area, so this knife right here, this is what I cut watermelons with. This is just kind of a cheaper 8-inch knife right here. And when you're trying to first make that initial cut into the watermelon, if it's dull, this could just kind of flop either way, but I have to kind of rock it into the watermelon. And if you have something that bites right into it at first and goes down, then you're going to be safe. But if it's dull and you're trying to push on it and it flings out like that, that's where it could be dangerous. So it's nice to have a sharp knife that just bites into it and goes down. So back to this knife, we're going to sharpen this one right here. So let's take a quick look at the instructions. So it's going to sharpen them at 20 degrees, a double bevel knife blade. So on here there is a high and a low speed. There's low. That's high. So high is going to be like for your axes and hatchets, but the low speed is going to be for your knives. So you're going to put on low like that. And then what you're going to do is do one side and pull it out about probably 4 to 8 seconds, depending on like the length. Like a typical chef's knife is 8 inches long. So this one's a little bit shorter. This is probably more like a 5-inch knife. So we'll probably have this about 3 to 4 seconds, the amount of time that it's going to sharpen. So we're going to alternate one side to the next. So for the initial sharpening, they say to do somewhere between 6 and 10 times. So we're going to do, I think we'll just do 10 times. I want to just go for ultimate sharpness on this. So you just rest it in there and just pull it through. One. Whoop. Two. Okay, I think I learned to get consistent there. And now right here we have where you hone it, and there's a ceramic wheel in there. See that ceramic wheel? So it's angled a little bit. So you're gonna run that back and forth. Yeah, I do feel that biting in a lot better. All right, let's test the sharpness on some paper. Oh yeah, that's looking good. All right. So when it comes to drill sharpening, right here it says 118-degree drills. So let's say you have an old drill bit that you're about ready to throw out and it's a 135-degree bit. If you do sharpen it with this, it will sharpen it. It'll take a little bit, it'll shape it down to 118. So that's just one thing to note. So this is really a lot better option than throwing it out. So 118 degrees is gonna be a little more steep. So it's gonna cut a little more aggressive. So let's just try this one out right here. And see, this is from a tap set, but this can be sharpened. All right, so this is the holder right here of the bit. So that goes in there. So you loosen that enough that it will loosely slide right there. And you take that triangle, line that up with this little rod right there. Push that in, and then you snug that down so that way you see right there, that is the depth that we want right there. So now we just snug it a little more. So now we're going to switch it on high. And then you simply turn it 180-degree turns. 1, 2. All right, I'd say that's probably done. Okay. Oh yeah. All right, I can see it's definitely, I don't know if you can see a reflection of the light on it, but you can just definitely see it's a sharp point. And I can definitely feel that sharp edge right there. So yeah, this is definitely gonna work well. So one thing to note, if you want to get one that will do split points, Drill Doctor makes some other ones. I reviewed one that I'll have a link to down below that you can check out. So the other alternate thing you can do, instead of, if you don't have a split point, you just have to drill a pilot hole if you're trying to get precision. This is really just a great way, instead of throwing some drill bits out, you can salvage them and reuse them and get them factory sharp again. Look at that. So here is a hatchet. Here's a little pine stick right here. It's pretty humid out. You can just see it's starting to dig into it pretty nice. So now I want to make sure I don't leave anything out. So we're going to take a quick look at some of the specs on the box here. All right, so starting out, we've got a 3-year full warranty on it. You get factory sharp performance from your dull drill bits, knives, and tools in minutes. So these are all the items that you can sharpen on here. A masonry drill bit, carbide, black oxide, tin coated, HSS, kitchen knives, pocket knives, scissors, and edge tools like this hatchet right here. This is the model X2. All right, friends, we're starting to run out of daylight, so we're gonna have to wrap things up. So at least you've had a chance to see a quick firsthand look at the Drill Doctor X2 here. So my goal of this video is to put this to the test so you can see if it's right for you in case you're considering the purchase of it. If you find this video to be interesting, helpful, and informative, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.